Have you ever looked at your competitor and wondered why their phone is ringing off the hook while yours is just silent? Well, the answer usually boils down to three really simple ideas that control who finds you online: distance, relevance, and prominence. So today, we're going to break down exactly what these mean for your business.
It is, without a doubt, one of the most frustrating feelings as a local business owner. You know you do fantastic work. You've got the best team, the right equipment, but the phone just isn't ringing. And all the while, you're seeing your competitors' vans just everywhere around town. So what is going on? Well, let's get one thing straight right away. This probably isn't about the quality of your work. The real issue is almost always a simple communication breakdown. It all comes down to how clearly you're telling search engines, like Google, who you are, what you do, and why you're the absolute best choice for a customer who needs help right now. The easiest way to wrap your head around this is to use an analogy. Let's just think of Google as a local matchmaker. Its one and only job is to connect a customer with a problem, let's say a leaky faucet, with the perfect local business that can solve it. And like any good matchmaker, it has a really simple process to find that perfect fit.
See, this matchmaker, before it ever makes a recommendation, it asks three fundamental questions. First, how close are you? Second, are you actually the right fit for this specific job? And last but not least, can you be trusted? How well your business answers these three questions, well, that's what decides whether you get the introduction and ultimately, the call.
So let's dive into that first question, because it's the most straightforward, but it's also a complete non-negotiable for our matchmaker. It's all about your physical location. In the world of local search, we call this distance or proximity. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's how physically close your business is to the person who's searching at the exact moment they're searching. So, if someone is looking for a service near me, this becomes the #1 filter right out of the gate.
And that's really the bottom line here. Proximity is the first gatekeeper. If you're too far away from the person searching, the matchmaker won't even put you in the pile of potential candidates, no matter how great you are. You have to be in the right area just to even get in the game.
Okay, so let's say you've passed that first test. You're close enough. Now, the matchmaker moves on to its second question. Are you actually the right type of business for this person's specific problem? This is all about proving your relevance. So what is relevance? It's just how well your online information, everything from your website to your Google business profile, matches the exact words a customer is using in their search. It's about drawing a direct line from their specific need to your specific solution. Just think about the difference here. If a customer has a pipe burst in the middle of the night, they are not searching for plumbing services. No way. They are frantically typing something like 24/7 emergency leak repair. The business that specifically talks about that exact service, they become the obvious, perfect match in that moment. And that's really the heart of it. If you're too general, you're basically invisible to customers who have these really urgent, specific problems. The matchmaker is always looking for the most relevant fit, and being specific is how you prove you're the one. Okay, so you're close by, and you're the right fit. Great. But what happens if a few of your competitors are too? This is where the matchmaker asks its final and often deciding question. Can you be trusted? And this is where something called prominence comes into play.
Prominence is essentially your online reputation. It's Google's way of figuring out how credible, how authoritative, and just how well-respected your business is. And the important part is, it's not based on what you say about yourself. It's all about what everyone else is saying about you all across the web.
So how does our matchmaker measure this trust? Well, it looks for clear signals. Things like a steady stream of positive online reviews from real customers. Or maybe you get mentioned on a local news blog or your town's Chamber of Commerce site. It looks for accurate listings in trusted industry directories. And of course, having a professional, well-built website signals that you're a serious, legitimate operation.
And this is huge. Prominence is the ultimate tiebreaker. When two businesses are both close enough and both relevant enough, the one with the stronger reputation, the one that seems more trustworthy, almost always gets the call. It's what convinces the matchmaker that you are the safest, most reliable choice for their customer.
All right, so now that we've walked through the matchmaker's three big questions, let's tie it all back to that silent phone of yours and figure out how we get it to start ring again.
So let's just lay it all out nice and simple. The question, how close are you, is all about distance. Your physical location is the very first filter. Are you the right fit? That's relevance. Your online info has to line up perfectly with what the customer needs. And finally, can you be trusted?
That's all about prominence. Your online reputation is what proves you're credible.
So if you're not getting the calls that you know you deserve, it almost always comes back to this. You're failing to give a clear, confident yes to one, or maybe even all of these critical questions. Your online communication just isn't doing its job. But here's the good news. Fixing this isn't about some complicated, secret marketing trick. It's really just about clear communication. It's about making absolutely sure that when that digital matchmaker looks at your business, the answers to its questions are obvious.
If you found this breakdown helpful and you want more of this kind of straightforward advice for growing your business, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next explainer.
And of course, if you'd rather have an expert handle all of this for you, the team at Proper Marketers focuses specifically on local SEO. They help businesses answer these questions correctly so they can get more booked jobs.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought. Based on everything we just covered, what is one small, simple change you can make to your online presence today, like right now, to answer just one of these questions a little more clearly for that digital matchmaker? Just think about it. That one little change could be the start of a much, much busier phone.